Could you please just state your name?
I'm Jared Goldstein.
And you are Dean of Law.
I'm the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs at Roger Williams University School of Law.
Yeah, and so we heard that Attorney General Neronha just told you guys that there will be no charges pressed in the protest incident. How are you feeling right now?
It's outrageous. I mean, later today, the Attorney General will give a statement in which he'll say that they presented all the facts, they did a serious investigation, but the truth is, anybody who sat through that grand jury knows that the prosecutor came in with an agenda, and that agenda was to show, was to let these guys off. Was to allow these corrections officers to drive over peaceful protesters with a truck, and then to come by and then to push us out of the way and spray us with pepper spray to get us out of the way and act like thugs. And the prosecutors made it clear, to every single protester who testified that their agenda was to show that those actions were justified. So I'm not surprised by what the grand jury did. This is how the prosecutors presented the case. Neronha will say, he was surprised. He has no idea why the grand jury did what he did, but his prosecutor, made it clear that this was the result that they were going for. Neronha is going to say, I trust my prosecutors. He's a career prosecutor who has long experience, and I've worked with him for years. But I don't think Neronha knows what happened in the grand jury, which was witness after witness was asked about the dangers of the crowd, and weren't asked about their injuries, weren't asked about the officers who pushed them out of the way and pepper sprayed them. The prosecutors were clearly acting with the agenda to protect these thugs who tried to drive over peaceful protesters with the truck and then pepper sprayed us. And now there's a precedent, right? That is, if this is how you act to peaceful protesters, well, next time there's a peaceful protest, maybe you have a green light to do that. Maybe you have a green light to treat the inmates inside the Wyatt with the same or even worse levels of violence that were inflicted upon us. This is what the result is today.
And is there any legal recourse involving the grand jury? Is there any way to have that investigated, in your opinion?
No. I mean, the only thing that's, we could bring a civil suit against the officers who are involved. I mean, I hope that the Attorney General actually looks into what actually happened in the grand jury so he can see the kind of bias and agenda that his prosecutors used. But there's no recourse that we have.
And do you think that civil action will be pursued by Never Again or any of the people involved that night?
I don't know.
Thank you, Jared.
Cool. Thank you.